Tyre is one of the oldest continually inhabited cities in the world, though in medieval times for some centuries by just a tiny population. It was one of the earliest Phoenician metropolises and the legendary birthplace of Europa. Her brothers Cadmus and Phoenix, as well as Carthage's founder Dido. The city has many ancient sites, including the Tyre Hippodrome, and was added as a whole to UNESCO's list of World Heritage Sites in 1984. The historian Ernest Renan noted that, one can call Tyre a city of ruins. Built out of ruins. Today Tyre is the fourth largest city in Lebanon after Beirut, Tripoli, and Sidon. It is the capital of the Tyre district in the South Governorate. There were approximately 200,000 inhabitants in the Tyre urban area in 2016, including many refugees, as the city hosts 3 of the 12 Palestinian refugee camps in Lebanon: Burj el Shimali, El Bas, and Rashidiyah. Tyre juts out from the coast of the Mediterranean Sea and is located about 80 kilometers south of Beirut. It originally consisted of 2 distinct urban centers: Tyre itself, which was on an island just offshore, and the associated settlement of Ushu on the adjacent mainland, later called Pali-Tyris, meaning Old Tyre in ancient Greek. Throughout history from prehistoric times onwards, all settlements in the Tyre area profited from the abundance of fresh water supplies, especially from the nearby springs of Rashidiyah and Ras Al Ain in the south. In addition, there are the springs of Al Bagborg and Ain Ebreen in the north, as well as the Litani River, also known as Al Qasaimih. The present city of Tyre covers a large part of the original island and has expanded onto and covers most of the causeway built by Alexander the Great in 332 BCE. This isthmus increased greatly in width over the centuries because of extensive silt depositions on either side. The part of the original island not covered by the modern city of Tyre is mostly of an archaeological site showcasing remains of the city from ancient times. 4 municipalities contribute to Tyre city's 16.7 square kilometers built-up area, though none are included in their entirety. Sawa municipality contains the heart of the city, excluding the natural and coastal reserve, Burj el Shimali to the east without unpopulated agricultural lands, Abbasiyat Sawa to the north without agricultural lands and a dislocated village, and Ain Bal to the southeast, also without agricultural lands and dislocated villages. Tyre's urban area lies on a fertile coastal plain, which explains the fact that as of 2017 about 44% of its territory was used for intra-urban agriculture, while built-up land constituted over 40%. In terms of geomorphology and seismicity, Tyre is close to the Rum Fault and the Yaman Fault, though it has suffered a number of devastating earthquakes over the millennia. The threat level is considered to be low in most places and moderate in a few others. However, a tsunami following an earthquake and subsequent landslides and floods pose major natural risks to the Tyrian population. Vast reserves of natural gas are estimated to lie beneath Lebanese waters, much of it off Tyre's coast. But exploitation has been delayed by border disputes with Israel. Early names of Tyre include Akkadian Suru, Phoenician Sur, and Hebrew Jor. In Semitic languages, the name of the city means rock, after the rocky formation on which the town was originally built. The predominant form in classical Greek was Tyres, which was first seen in the works of Herodotus but may have been adopted considerably earlier. It gave rise to Latin Tyrus, which entered English during the Middle English period as Tyre. The demonym for Tyre is Tyrian, and the inhabitants are Tyrians. Tyre has a hot summer Mediterranean climate, characterized by 6 months of drought from May to October. On average, it has 300 days of sun a year and a yearly temperature of 20.8 degrees Celsius. The average maximum temperature reaches its highest at 30.8 degrees Celsius in August and the average minimum temperature its lowest at 10 degrees Celsius in January. On average, the mean annual precipitation reaches up to 645 millimeters. The temperature of the sea water reaches a minimum of 17 degrees Celsius in February and a maximum of 32 degrees Celsius in August. At a depth of 70 meters, it is constantly at 17 to 18 degrees Celsius. Meanwhile, rising sea levels due to global warming threaten coastal erosion to Tyre's peninsular and bay areas. The Roman historian Justin wrote that the original founders arrived from the nearby northern city of Sidon, Cedar, in the quest to establish a new harbor. Doric Greek historian Herodotus' archaeological evidence has corroborated this timing. Excavations have also found that there had already been some settlements around 2900 BCE, but that they were abandoned. The Greek historian Eusebius recorded as the common myth that the deity Melkart built the city as a favor to the mermaid Tyrus and named it after her. Melkart, who was worshipped as a divine patron of Tyre for millennia, was called Melkart Heracles. In g.